Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be I follow blank's makeup tutorial, and as you saw from the title of this video, I was going to try to be like surprise, and then I realized you guys would see the thumbnail and title. It's Nikkie Tutorials. I have decided to challenge myself because me and Nikki have a different face shape. And we also have a different nose, eyes, and mouth. Like, my eyes are very rounded, and she has, like, a lot of space between her brow and lid, I feel. It's a different eyeball, but I'm going to try really hard. Nikki is so talented. She is, like, the tutorial queen on the internet. Hello, her name is Nikkie Tutorials. I want to take on the challenge and try. Obviously, these videos are going around, and I want to try and recreate one of her makeup looks. Probably won't turn out identical because, again, we have a very different face shape, but I think I can do it. And I'm going to put my best foot forward and try really hard to recreate her makeup looks. I'm very nervous. I literally just went on Snapchat. I was like, I'm so scared. I need to get over it and do it. So I'm excited to be doing this today. I hope you guys are excited for it. Also, I'm not going to lie. I landed at like midnight last night from Chicago, and this morning I'm waking up and filming, and I am tired. Do I look tired? Don't answer that.
Water, my love.
Thank you, kind sir. I need some water and a face mask, but we're going to go ahead.
And Jesus.
And Jesus, sweet Jesus. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this video. May all the makeup gods be with me. And Nikki, if you're in here, around here somewhere, help me. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
Zoom.
Also, just jumping right in the video, me and Nikki have very different makeup techniques. So I'm really interested to see like how my makeup works out using Nikki's techniques in makeup. I don't think there's anything wrong with either of our techniques. I think they're just different. So I'm excited to start. I have my little mirror here, and oh, I need to have the video playing so we can go step by step. Hello, stop playing the video. I'm going to be doing the How to Slay Your Holiday Makeup one. I felt she did a really pretty... Hi, Nikki. It's very intricate, but not too intricate, but kind of intricate. It's a look that I typically wouldn't do, and that's why I chose it. Let me put it that way. And the reason I wouldn't do this way is because of my eye shape. But I'm going to do it because I want to challenge myself. Okay, Nikki is first applying MAC strobe cream to her face. Oh my gosh. And then she puts the iconic London drops within the strobe cream. And then she takes a brush. All right, Nikki. That's a lot. I have like the tiniest head ever. If you ever meet me, you'll get to admire how small my head is. It's like abnormally small. It's too small for my body. Okay, and then she put the iconic London drops on her face, but she just went, I've never done this before. I've never put these on my face before foundation. I think she just did that, yeah? Oh, no, she put some right here. I thought so. Oh, it just pooed it across my face. And maybe some right here. Oh my God, I'm nervous about these now. Okay, I've never done this before. This is new territory for me. And then she took a little brush and blended it out. So I'm just going to take, oh my God, I'm kind of nervous. I'm like, what? How's this going to turn out? Okay. Maybe she's testing out an Instagram technique. Whoa, her forehead is shiny. Well, I have never looked more loomy in my life. So next up would be foundation.
Foundation today, I'm going to be going in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter in the color Angel Food and mixing it in with a drop of Jouer.
Okay, I have the two foundations she mixes together. I'm going to use Cheesecake and I think actually Cheesecake. I'm going to use Cheesecake and Latte. So she basically does mostly Huda, and then she adds in a drop of the Jouer foundation. So she is a very full coverage girl, as am I. Nikki may be just like a touch more full coverage than me. I've never mixed these two together. I don't know what's going to happen, but her makeup's always flawless, so I'm trusting the technique.
And applying this using my Morphe sponge.
Morphe sponge. Puts it on this end of the sponge first.
We have come home, baby. say it again. If you are new here and you were looking for a natural finish, this is not the channel.
That's
Although
right,
I
Nikki.
have told
Girl, that's
myself
right.
to
You
do
tell 'em.
a natural makeup challenge. This is probably an everyday look for most people, but for me, it's an actual challenge.
So I'm actually gonna use a lot of foundation because Nikki, that's just her technique. You know, nothing wrong with it. By the way, I haven't watched one of these videos yet. Like if I'm gonna do a video challenge, like I like to do it and then watch the challenges. May not be the smartest thing in the world to do, but I just don't wanna, I just want it to be very much my own, you know? So I'm assuming that's how other people are doing this. They're just literally putting them on the screen, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm actually watching it from my phone right now, so I'm just like, assuming I'm doing this right. I think this is the concealer she uses. Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This is what she uses. So I'm going to use shade Medium 1. I do love this concealer and I'm familiar with it. She first applies it to her face with like a smaller brush and then goes in with that sponge and blends it out, which is different from me. You guys know I put it on. I normally do my liquid concealer and then put it on and then blend it out with my Y6. But you know I'm not using the Y6 today because Nikki doesn't use the Y6. But this is an M436 brush.
And I'm gonna bake my one, and this is my favorite concealer as of this moment. Look.
Next up, she just takes the Fit Me setting powder and sets everything. So that is exactly what I'm gonna be using. I'll use shade number 10, Fair Light, and she just dips the dampened sponge in the powder, which is oftentimes what I do. Alright, here is the palette. She used the Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette, and she starts off with this color right here. This palette is no longer for sale, so I feel bad using it. I normally get a lot of kickback whenever I use things in my tutorials that are no longer for sale. So I was just going to say the 24G is for sale, and it does have a similar brown color in it that I can use as well. So that way you guys can kind of follow the look and still get the look with a semi-affordable palette. I'm going to take a R39 brush. She doesn't start with the transition shade, which is totally fine. People do that all the time. I typically do. So like I said, this is like a way that is just like a different technique for me to learn. Okay, let's do it. Oh my God, I'm so scared I'm going to mess up. Okay, I'm going to quit being a wuss. I'm going to stamp this color on my eye. All right, I'm gonna take that exact shade Bare on this little tiny brush, and I'm gonna try to clean up and soften out those edges. This is going to be a horizontal spotlight smoky eye. So next up I need to find a perfect brush to do, which I think I'm going to use. Actually, I think I'm going to use this tiny little lip brush. I think it's just going to do better on my smaller eyelid to carve out that center. And I'm just going to use a cream concealer from NARS. I feel like I did a pretty good job of doing the spotlight part. My eye shape is really different than hers, and this is where I feel like the look is going to be a wee bit different, but I'm going to try my hardest to make it the same. I'm going to take a M326 brush, like she took a little brush, went back in with the brown color, and she said she kind of wanted to make this part like a brown liner at the base of the eye. I'm going to go in with that green gold shimmer just like she used, and I'm just going to pack it on the spotlight area, but she left the very top corner of the spotlight area without any eyeshadow, so let's see what happens. I definitely don't think it looks identical. is frustrating. I don't have the pigment that she used, but I have a very similar one. I'm gonna apply it right there in the crease that we left, that spot we left open. Next up, she sets her waterline with a black eyeliner. And if you're wondering why this eye is plain, it's because I got pissed off with that eye and took off all the makeup. So I'm going to go back in and do that eye off camera. Ugh. And she added some black shadow from the palette along the lower lash line, which I typically, on my eye, like my eye shape was so rounded and like, I don't know, I have such big eyes that whenever I add too much darkness on the lower lash line, it pulls my eye down. But I'm going to do it for sakes of the videos in hopes that it will turn out good. And then I'm going to take Evolve, which is the same brown color from the palette, and smoke out the lower lash line. And then I'm going to apply some similar lashes to the one that she used in the tutorial. In this video, Nikkie mixes together her Hula Light, which is way too light for me, so I'm going to use regular Hula, and then the bronzing powder from Tom Ford that is Gold Dust. So I'm going to mix them together and bronze up my skin. Then she took the Kylie blush, which I don't have that either. So I'm going to take this blush from the Balm. This one's called Hot Mama. It's really pretty, really pinky. Very similar color to the Kylie blush. And with the E3 brush, angled brush, E4, everything's wrong that I'm saying. I'm going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks, and then I'll go ahead and buff it on backwards. And like Nikkie, I'm going to take my sponge and carve out the cheeks. So here I go. And then she goes in with Glazed Donut, which I'm going to try a little bit of this one, but this one's really light for my skin tone. We definitely have a different skin tone. I'm a little bit more medium. She's a little bit more light. That's okay. We're going to work it out. Well, that shade is light, but I wanted to try it in honor of Nikkie. And now I'm just going to buff away all that excess powder that's baking on my face. For lips, she went in with Buff from Jouer, and then she put Papaya on top. So I'm going to do the same. It's a really pretty lip combo, which I haven't really tried out. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll add some gloss on like she did. I don't have the exact gloss that she added, but I have a very similar one. But in the meantime, she did set her makeup with the all-nighter setting spray from Urban Decay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. Okay, and this is the final look. I think the look is identical to Nikkie's, but I think it is super close, and I think it turned out really, really pretty despite our makeup techniques are different, and I typically wouldn't have done the makeup this way. I really like her technique, and I think it worked out really well, and I'm super happy I got to try it. So thank you, Nikkie, for honoring us with such great tutorials. But I like the makeup look, and I hope you guys like it too. I know I don't look identical to Nikkie, but I tried really hard, and I think it still turned out very pretty. So thank you guys so much for being here and watching. Be sure and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see all my little LAURALEEs in my next video. Thank you guys. Bye! And give me a thumbs up for my efforts. They got me standing on a champagne cloud.